Okay, enough of that. Hey guys, Wolfblade coming at ya. And tonight I'm doing something a little different. Um, I wanted to do this a while ago, but I'm going to show you guys how to make customized Mario Kart music for like CTGP or Mario Kart Wii if you know how to hack it without CTGP. Which I don't. So we're going to do the CTGP version. But, you know what I mean. So hey Nitro, Whirl, Vicious, everybody. I play Mario Kart 8 from time to time on stream. So you have to catch me when I'm streaming it. Alright, so I'm going to show kind of how you go about doing this, because I want to add more music to CTGP. And I said before that I would show you guys how to do it, so I will. Okay, so I guess first off we want to figure out a song that we want to do. I am going to replace one of the songs. I want to add the Claw Daddy Beach song from Yoshi's Woolly World because I like that song. I know it's going to blow out everyone's ears, so in case you don't know what that one is, it's this one. It's going to blow out your ears. I'll try to turn down the there you go. I mean, I guess that's true. I do usually play Mario Kart 8 during Nintendo Directs. I mean, Mario Kart is such a simple game for me to sit there and talk. I don't know, I never have a problem with that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna download that. And I guess I'm gonna go here for Mario Kart Wii. And download as a BSRTM. I guess the Wii U version is BFSTM. Interesting. But basically you want to download the BRSTM, that's for Mario Kart Wii. And then, honestly, that's all you really have to do. If you're doing a one channel and not a multi-channel type song, if that makes any kind of sense. I don't like this. I want something different. Where's the date separation? Isn't there a way that you can organize your folders by date? Yeah, date modified. Why is that not there? I don't want any of this other crap. Get out. Sorry. My computer's being dumb again. Okay. So, date modified. Bam. Okay. So, sounds like a Mr. Krabs. Can you hear it, Mr. Krabs? Okay. So, I'm downloaded that. I'm going to open a program called Brawlbox. So here's Brawlbox. I will show it to you guys in a minute. Okay, so this is Brawlbox. And I know you guys can't see it real well. Okay, there we go. So there's Brawlbox. I'm gonna go ahead and like if you can find a BSRTM file or BRSTM or whatever it is, what is it? It's a BRSTM. Yeah, okay. If you can find one of those, that's all you need, and it already has like the looping and everything in it. So you don't really have to mess around with it too much initially. But you know how like Mario Kart has like on the final lap how it like speeds up, like the music speeds up. Okay, so I want to go ahead and I want to open that Clawdaddy Beach song. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Actually, no, that's the wrong thing. I need to open, and then we're gonna add that. And you can see already where it has like some information here. It's got like the sample rate, the loop start sample, etc., etc. So if I go ahead and play it, again, it's gonna blast your ears out. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could always just turn down the desktop music now that I think about it. I'll do that. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna scroll this over here, and you'll see that it's gonna loop perfectly. See? Because it already has it built in. Because this is from the, you know, the actual game. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy. We don't have to mess around with that too much. So all we gotta do for that particular piece is we need to go, I need to find a list of the file names for Mario Kart Wii. So Mario Kart Wii file names. I'm gonna go ahead and get this, and I will drag this over here. Okay, so here are all the file names, and you can actually do this with like skins and stuff too. So you see like all these are all like skins and stuff right here, like the player skins, vehicles, etc. Then you got different tracks, like actual tracks that you can change up. But I want the music. We're doing the music because that's what I know how to do. So, so we're gonna do the music. I want to change up one of the beach ones for this. So with that being said, though, I need my SD card, and since my all-powerful computer here, I have like an all-powerful computer that can do amazing things, it doesn't have an SD card reader. Go figure, right? So I pulled out the laptop. I'm gonna put the SD card for just to use the SD card reader. And the external SD card readers I have doesn't do SDHC. So it's like great. Alright, so anyway, so just what you want to do is get your SD card, and I'm going to look for where I put all my CTGP stuff. And you know that there's like they promote like a My Stuff folder. So I want to hear this one. Can it be open in... Okay. I'm going to have to put Brawlbox on the other computer real quick. Hey, Sailor. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing okay. This is basically a do-nothing stream again. I don't know what to do. I planned on doing Armageddon 9, and it just drove me it drove me bonkers. It just drove me up the wall. So I don't want to do that anymore. It was mecha crazy. Crazy, I tell ya. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Brawlbox over here onto the other computer real quick. Yeah, I know you want it zipped up, don't you? How's this 0? What? Let's try that again, I guess. Where's the picture of swimming Mario? You get a cool background, you get a cool Wolfblade background. I don't know what you're asking for. I guess I could always run this. Get a little music. Crap. I need to... Okay, if Discord's not gonna let me do it, I gotta download it off the internet. That's just fine. Actually, you know what? I don't have to. I got a better way. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna close out of that. And I'm gonna stop that. And... You like the background too? I mean, I guess this is a good way to, like, a good time to bring this up. Like, I also am working on a little project where, you know, most comic artists, they have like an ask blog, like ask the characters, so fans can actually get to know the characters better. So I'm trying to do something similar to that. So I have on the Discord right now a place where people of, you know, fans of people who just want to learn more about the lore of the story, they can ask like the characters questions and things. I'm gonna do like a special form for it, I think. But there's currently a place on Discord where you can ask questions, and I will pick a question at random, and once a month I will do like a special something for that said question for that character. So if you want to learn more about the Legend of the Wolfblade story, then please feel free to participate in that. No, this picture is done by Mira Mortis. She's a fantastic artist. I go to her for a lot of my artwork and stuff. But she's awesome. I'm always like kind of like on the fence. I'm on the fence, you know, if people actually want to know more about the story or not, because as soon as they see anthropomorphic characters, they're like, oh, you're a furry, get out of here. which that's not really what the story's based around. I mean, yes, you're going to see a lot of that in the story, but there's other races, there's other things. It actually, because it's a big, think of it kind of like Dragon Ball. You know how like there's different races, you got Saiyans, humans, Namekians, you name it. That's kind of similar in that aspect, that there's a bunch of multiple races, but the two main focuses are anthropomorphic based and human based. So I mean you get a good mixture of both, but I always feel weird kind of because I know people can be very judgmental, and I don't want them to be judgmental toward stuff without them actually knowing what they're being judgmental for. If that makes sense. You meant the QA thing is kind of a good idea? Yeah, the picture's good. A lot of nice colors, a lot of things. We got our boy EJ there, hanging out, fighting, doing stuff. That's actually why I like the picture so much, because it's she used so many nice colors and things. It looks very, it pops. It's nice. She put a lot of good work into it. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying now, I popped in the SD card. I got Brawlbox on the other computer here now. I love Windows 7 so much better. Like, I'm using Windows 7 on the other computer, and it is so much more fluid. God. It makes me really want to put Windows 7 on the new computer. Anyway, I want to see... Will you get out? I don't care, AMD. AMD sucks. Okay, so I want to see what this BRSTM file is. What did I make this one into? There's no sound. Oh! I don't even hear this one very often. You guys could probably hear it through the microphone. But it's Bomberman. Well, I don't want to get rid of that one. That one's cool. Is there another beach one that I didn't do? I mean, it doesn't have to be beach. It doesn't have to, but Okay, Koopa Beach. What did I do for Koopa Beach? I think this is Koopa Beach. Unless this is Bowser's Castle. Yeah, it's Bowser's Castle. Okay. Okay, well, I guess let's choose a different beach one then. So what do we got to work with? We got Delfino Island, which I don't want to get rid of. I like that one, actually. Shy Guy Beach is... Okay, that's... So this is the Bomberman one that I just looked at. I don't want to do Koopa Cape, because I actually already made one for Koopa Cape. I just have to add it. And I'll show you guys how to do that again. I'll redo that and show you. Or I'll do a different one. Like the Dry Ruins. I'm actually going to change the Bowser Castle one, I think. And do something else with that. There is no other beach ones. That sucks. Okay, well, what about Peach's Garden then? I don't think I did Peach's Garden yet, did I? I mean, it kind of sounds like a peach or a garden type thing. Okay, so Peach's Garden is DS Garden 32. which I already have one, of course. Okay, well, how about... I know I did a lot of the, like, single channel ones already. Is there another garden one that I can do? Yoshi Falls, Peach Beach, Moon View Highway. I mean, I guess I could always do Maple Tree Way. Or Daisy Circuit. Do I have Daisy Circuit? Daisy 32? I don't. Which one's Daisy Circuit anyway? Bomberman's great. I don't want to, like, yeah, I like having the Bomberman music in there. Daisy Circuit. Which one is this one? Okay. I mean, I like that music. It's not bad. But I don't think... Well, how about Yoshi Falls? Yoshi Falls? I don't think I have that one. Is it about Jungle 32? Yeah, I don't have Jungle 32. And what's Yoshi Falls? Oh, that one. That's also good. Mario Kart music is always good. Like, it's always gonna be good. Okay. We'll do it for Yoshi Falls. That's fine. So, all right, what I'm gonna do... That last one was more fitting for Peach Gardens. Yeah, probably. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and open up Brawlbox again. Yes, I know. Okay, thank you, Brawlbox. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the... Okay, so we got this in Brawlbox. So we know that this works, okay? So we got the Clawdaddy Beach file. And it's not gonna open it because it's in Brawlbox. Ha ha ha, great. Okay, close. In the butt. Okay, so it's down here. If you're seeing my mouse, it's down there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and all we gotta do is we got to rename it. Well, I picked Yoshi for this one because it's, you know, Yoshi game, Yoshi music. I thought it made sense, maybe. So we're gonna go ahead and what we do, I'm gonna make a copy of this actually. So we're gonna copy and I'm gonna paste and we're gonna make a copy of it. Okay. Because we're gonna need another copy for the final one. So we're gonna name it R_DS. We're basically everything that you see right here. We're gonna take that and we're gonna name it that. And that's all you gotta do. Like, essentially, that's all you have to do. And then I'm gonna transfer this over to the SD card. And then that's basically all you gotta do. Now, this is where things get a little more interesting because we want something for the final round as well. For like the final lap. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the BSRTM file to Brawlbox. And then we are going to export it. as a WAV file. And we can still keep it as Cloudaddy Beach, that's fine. And I want it to go to the desktop. Okay. Now I gotta go find where it went. Okay, it's down there. So, and then here's the uncompressed file, and that's a WAV file. So now what I want to do is I want to open it up in Audacity. And if you haven't used Audacity, it's this really kick-ass audio program. You should definitely check it out. It helps you with recording, altering music, creating music. It does everything. It's really cool. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to port that over to here. And we're just going to say okay to that. Okay. And that's a 32-bit file, and it's a float. Usually a lot of things want like a 16-bit thing, but it's fine. So, okay, just so you know, here's the music. So it works, right? Okay, so I forget what it is exactly, or what I was told exactly, but you can change this and alter this to be exactly how you want. So what I want to do is I want to change, you see you got change pitch, change speed, and change tempo. Pitch is obviously going to change like what key the music is going to be in. Tempo is like how fast it's going to be. Like you can really like speed it up to like twice as fast and go twice as fast. Speed does both. I think that's how that works. So let me try speed. And we're going to go up, I don't know, we're going to say like 25%. 25% faster. And then just hit OK. And then that should change the pitch and the tempo of the music. And I don't really like that tempo. Or I mean, I don't really like that pitch. That's a good tempo though. And you know, sometimes in Mario Kart music, they will change the pitch, they'll change the tempo of the music. When I'm doing these customized songs, I don't always change the pitch because sometimes changing the pitch just makes it sound stupid, which that one kind of does. So I'm going to go ahead. All right, that's changing pitch. I don't want to change pitch. I just said I don't want to change pitch. I want to change tempo. Change. All right, and it says change tempo without changing the pitch. And I think that's maybe what I said before and I didn't read it. Okay, so I want to do, again, 25%. And then this will not change the pitch. So you can see that that's a lot faster now, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to export this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go export audio. And it's going to automatically make it into a 16-bit file. I don't mess with it too much. Usually a lot of these just like being 16-bit. Like when you're doing multi-channel stuff, you have to use 16-bit or else it will not work. So I'm going to go ahead, desktop, save it. Yeah, that's fine. Replace it. Okay. So now we're going to go back over here to Brawlbox. Now that we got our file here, right? This is our sped up version. Close that, I don't need that. So now we're gonna go to new, audio, BSRTM audio stream, because that's what we're gonna make. We're gonna use this WAV file to make the BSRTM. So we're gonna add that. And all my stuff went over to this screen, so here's this. Okay. And now we have to go ahead and make the loop. And this is probably the toughest part of the whole thing. But we're going to try to do it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to listen to the music and then try to make a loop that actually sounds decent. Okay, so what's it sound like at the end? So right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. And that's gonna be like where the start of the loop is. Oh yeah, Audacity is great to work with. Like, I told you guys before, like back in the day I was in a rock band. Like, it was just a small little rinky-dink thing. It was only local. We only toured like the big local city. So we didn't really like go out and like tour. We just did like a bunch of bars and stuff. But I was in a rock band and we used Audacity all the time to record our songs and things. It was actually it was awesome. Okay, so I want to do. Let me just make sure. All right. Okay, so that's where that's going to sit, and then that's going to loop back. And hopefully this sounds right. So let me test this. So I hit the little loop thing. It's going to start looping. Hopefully this sounds right. And that sounded pretty good to me. Okay, so we got our loop. We're good. So we're gonna hit OK, and it's gonna encode it. And here's all our information here. And if we go ahead and play it back, it's gonna just play it back again. So then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to is it save as? Yeah, save as a BSRTM. Okay. So it doesn't matter what its name is because we're gonna change the name. And we're gonna go ahead and yeah, I saved it to right here. Okay. So then I want this, and we're gonna copy this again. But we're gonna change that N that you see there at the end of the name. And we're going to put it, instead of the N, we're gonna put a little F. Then that stands for like final lap. And then just clean up whatever else stuff that you have going. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna port this over as well and add this to the SD card. And that's essentially how you do that. So that's for, the first one was for your regular, like your regular laps, like your first 2 laps. And then for like the 3rd lap or the final lap is the second one, the F that we did. And that's how you do a single channel BSRTM. So I'm going to go ahead and add these to the SD card. I know you guys can't see nothing, but I'm going to go ahead and add these to the SD card. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's gotta think when I open up the downloads folder on that computer. Okay, and then now I'm going to do I'm gonna do a multi-channel one. But what happens if there's only one lap? It's just gonna do the final. It'll just do the the last the faster music. Actually, no, it won't. Actually, I think it just does. I don't think it does the final lap. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. Another Mario 3D. Oh yeah, that's the one. Okay. I don't need any of this. So please do not be offended when I say, get the F out. Stupid downloads. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the I cannot believe my computer does not have an SD card reader on it. It's crazy. So we're going to open up. So basically what you do, I know you can't see it, but what you're going to do is go into your CTGP folder or whatever your mod folder is for Mario Kart Wii. And then you just click, like if you're doing CTGP, there's a place called My Stuff. You just open up the My Stuff folder on your SD card, copy, paste, and you're good. If you're just doing Wii, like if it's actually like a Wii mod, there's probably a couple more steps to it. Okay, so you have to, yeah, like, well, like I have an adapter, but it doesn't, it's older. Well, this is the place to learn multi-BSRTMs. I will show you how to do this right now, actually. This is the next thing I'm going to do. But yeah, I have an adapter for an SD card, but it's older, so it can't read the high-capacity SD cards. So it's like, great. And that actually brings up another point. Where is it on the hard drive? BSRTM. BSRTM is a file format. Or BRSTM. Okay, I mix it up. I mix it up. It's those letters in some kind of combination. So if I say BSRTM, I really mean BRSTM. I always say it wrong. So please do not get mad at me for saying things incorrectly. I am doing my best. Please love me. No, you're fine. Okay. Where is the stupid doodad? So I want to show you what I made. Sunshine. Do I not have it? What happened to it? In the out? Okay, it's in the out. Okay. Okay, so no, please do not do that. God, I hate Windows 10 so much sometimes. Okay, so let me go ahead and is Brawlbox still open? It is. So this is the Koopa Cape music that I plan on using. I took the Mario 3D World music and I turned it into a multi-channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to Brawlbox, and you can see right here that it says 8 channels, is looped, all this information, right? And it has 4 different streams. I don't know if this is correct. I mean, I know it's gonna work in a particular way. I don't know if the order is correct of stream 1, stream 2, stream 3, etc. So if you listen, and this isn't going to be perfect, I couldn't get this to work perfectly for some reason, but it is very close. So I'm going to play, and you can hear Mario 3D World. Okay, So now I'm gonna, that's for the first stream. I'm gonna switch over to the second stream. You see how it just changed? And it's running like alongside. The only problem is that it has got some crackling in the underwater version. And I don't know how to get rid of it. I think that's just the song itself for some reason. Like, I think it's the song's audio for some reason. Stream 3, it's gonna be the same as the first. And then stream 4 is, again, the underwater one. You don't hear the crackling on stream? That's probably a good thing. It's there, though. So I don't know if the first two needs to be the overworld, and I don't know if the last two needs to be the underwater. I just kind of mix-mashed them, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, as I just demonstrated. I don't know which way is correct. We're gonna experiment. Can you do a noise reduction on that? You can, but I already played with it, and none of the alterations that I made actually helped. It was always still there. Even like I took out like literally like the crackling option. So like there's like a effect for click removal, and it still took it. Like it still didn't work. So like, yeah, I think it's just the song, because none of the other songs that I've done that with actually had a problem. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But once you get like the other sound effects, like, you know, the racing and stuff, you're not gonna hear it really that much anyway. I'm not sure how to really test it per se. I mean, unless we like boot up the game, which I guess we technically could. But I want to, well, what, I forget how many channels each one is. Mario Kart, Wii, music, sound channels. Now I did find like a page that showed all the with channels, like how many channels each thing had. And this is like a detailed description on how to do it too. I need just a list of multi stream or sound music. I don't know what to look up. Well, that's CTGP. I don't need that at the moment. I am going to do some CTGP stuff later on. I don't know where I found that multi list. Like, I just need to know like what channels if you have a list. Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, perfect. That's perfectly fine though. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, so let me just open up like a notepad or something. Yeah, because I knew Koopa Cape was 8. I couldn't remember what the other ones were. And there are definitely some of these that I definitely want to get rid of. Like, I do not like Wario's Gold Mine. I do not like Moonview Highway, etc. Okay, so yeah, thank you for the help there. Okay, so anyway, again, what you do, it's pretty straightforward. Um, so like this one I had made for Koopa Cape, so we're just gonna highlight this. Someone had it in their description. Okay, yeah, I forgot where I seen it, and I don't know if you guys want to hear what I have for the like the final Koopa Cape. I'll go ahead and I'll close this. What does it look like? You actually do it all individually. And I will show you how to do this. It's actually really interesting how it all plays out. So I will go ahead and transfer these on over. And we will add those. That's too big. Discord, you're killing me here. Fine. Be that way. I'll just compress the file then. You piece of poo. My goodness. Okay. So we're going to send those ones on over. And so now let's do one for Wario's Gold Mine. Gold Mine is... Or we could do Moonview Highway. Do you guys have a good, like, city, like, type song? Or a, like, gold mine type song? You piece of garbage. Hey, Chowster. Hey, Chowster, you want to get on Discord? Or, am I just continuing to do my lesson? I mean, you can help out, too, and learn. You know what? I got an interesting one we could check out. Escape from the City. I actually thought about that one. Songs ever played. I mean, and you don't have to keep, like, you can make different playlists and stuff. What was it? It was no, it wasn't Smash. God, get out of here, stupid Crom. I want this one. Okay, so let me see what this sounds like. I want B. I want Bomberman because Bomberman has awesome music. Bomberman 64. Let it load. Black City. What does this sound like? gotta load the sample. Now I like that. I don't know if I like that for Mario Kart. Yeah? You like that one? Like it for Mario Kart? Alright, we can do Black City then. That's fine. Bomberman has, like, amazing music. Like, it really does. Sounds like Final Lap music, though. What was... Okay, yeah, well, let's experiment with it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we'll do Black City. We'll do that for Moonview Highway. So we gotta go ahead and we're gonna download this. The website is very slow, so... So let the website think. Come on, website. What are you doing to me? Oh, you have worked with it? Then why am I, Then why do I feel like I'm teaching people that don't need to be taught? Come on, website. What are you doing? Oh, okay, the website. Okay. I see what you're saying. So, again, I don't know if this actually matters. Okay, well, again, I'm going to show you right here. So, we're going to do Mario Kart Wii. Again, I don't know if it matters, but we're going to download as a BSRTM. And then... we don't need the jungle one, right? Yeah, we got jungle. All right, get out of here. Okay, so now I'm gonna move the song that we just downloaded to the desktop here. And then we are going to go ahead and load it into Brawlbox. And we're just gonna play it. So you can see it's the song that we just downloaded. Okay. So we're going to export this as a WAV file. And here's the WAV file. And what did I say? It was a 4-channel one? Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to close out of this. And we're going to add Black City. Yeah, you can. Yeah. No, I don't care. Get out. Thank you. You can't drag it as a BSRTM file, though. You have to drag it as a WAV file. Unless you have, like, a special edition. That's a good point. I did not realize what I was doing. I thought that was something else. Okay, sorry. That is so weird. Okay, never mind. Forget everything I'm doing. Just hey, Hooli. Yeah, just okay. I suck at life. Okay. So anyway, we got our music here. right? So now what I'm going to do is, we said that we were going to try to slow it down a little bit, and maybe change the pitch a little bit. So remember how I said that we have these three options here? We're going to go ahead and hit the change speed. And I'm going to change it by negative 25%. That might be too much. If this is for Moo Moo Metals, it'd be music. We could do a Moo Moo Meadow change. I don't think I have one for Moo Moo Meadow yet. So let's go ahead and see what this sounds like. That is way too slow. Oh, that's kind of cool though. The hertz is a little bit high, but you want it to be a little bit louder because Mario Kart Wii's sounds is louder. So it's kind of fine. I don't know if I want to keep it like that though, if I want to speed it up just a touch. I mean, that sounded cool, but I don't know if I want to play to that. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do 15. I think I can live with this. What do you guys think? Does this sound cool? Okay, so anyway, that's what we got. Now I gotta remember, what does... For some reason, I'm not liking that, but I could see it work from moon view. Well, that's what we're doing. We're trying to find a city track. So if you don't like this, I mean, I want you guys' input too, because I want to try to find music that I like too. So we're gonna try to find something that works, that, you know, everybody likes. I mean, I think it sounds okay. I think it sounds kind of cool. If you guys got something else that you want to try, we could try something else too. Name a game, any game. Anything that has a city or something of that caliber. I'm trying to think, what... Isn't there a city in Undertale? I could do like a whole... I could do like a whole thing on Undertale. Be kind of fun. Deadly Premonition. That's not gonna really work for race music, I don't think. You gotta think. Mario Kart, dude. Got a lot of Pokemon. Pokemon music's always good. Smash Bros music is always good. Yeah, I kind of got like a Phantasy Star vibe from all that, to be honest. No, no it doesn't. Phoenix Wright. And we don't even have to be limited to like game music. We can do other things. So like if you find something on YouTube or something, I can always use that too. Or like a certain like remix or something. I can always use that too. I just thought I thought Bomberman. And of course, you got all your different Mario Kart music too. We could just do Mario Kart music. Literally any kind of music here that you could possibly want. DDR music. Goemon? Goemon, I don't know much about that game actually. I could always do we can do second attack. Doesn't have Kirby's Star Stacker? Hmm. I already have Warship Noah for something. I already have like a lot of second attack music. I'm like half tempted to use like Luigi's Engine Room from Mario Party. That's for the lulz. Let me see what they got down here for. Can always do WarioWare. We could do WarioWare for Wario's Gold Mine. I see they have everything flippin' Undertale. Oh geez, I didn't mean to do that. Actually, what crap, what is it? It's I don't remember that one too much. That's actually a pretty cool one for like a city type thing. It doesn't even have to be the same songs either. That's what's cool about it, is like for the final lap, you can have something completely different. Alright, you picked a random game. Okay. Valkyrie profile. No idea. Um... Maybe I can find one that looks similar to, yes. Seems it's very orchestral. I just want something that's like a little like a city type something, maybe. Well, I'm not playing all the songs all the way through. And none of these are copyrighted. It's all game music. I mean, I guess technically some of it could be copyrighted, but I mean, if I have to, I'll go to flipping Mario Kart 64 and just go with, like, Toad's Turnpike or something. And plus, we need, like, a multi-channel one anyway. It's easier to show off the multi-channel with a track that does certain things. So let me go to Mario Kart 8, just because I want to show off what I'm doing. I want to show off how it works. So let me go to Mario Kart 8. Or I can actually do... What does New Super Mario Bros. Have? Oh, that's true. Yeah, it does have the different pitches and things. Okay, yeah, you want something that has, like, different pitches already built in, kinda. I'm trying to think, what has a city in it, or something similar that we can use? The only thing I could think of is, like, Mario Kart at the moment. And it's just something because I want to show you guys how to do it. Got Mario Tennis, Super Sluggers, Sports Mix. Could always do Junior Street from Sports Mix. Wait, where's Junior Street? It's not there. Huh. It's literally not there. The one song that I had in mind. Oh, Bowser Jr. Boulevard. Okay, there you go. Would this work? Oh, crap. There you go. Yeah, I'm finding some stuff. Would this work? Let me see. Rise up to the star. That's a good city one. Or Star City from Diddy Kong Racing. I don't actually know Diddy Kong Racing that much. Let me go back and check out Diddy Kong Racing. I'm trying to find something that's going to make life a little easier. If not, then I can work with whatever. Diddy. D-I-D-D-D-D-D. Do a Diddy. D-I... Why can't I not find this? I'm not that dumb, am I? Diddy Kong Racing. And what did we say it was Star City? Now I want to hear what it sounds like. Honestly, I like the other one better. I don't really like the Diddy Kong one. I like this one better. Okay, so we'll go with this one, I guess. I actually kind of like Bowser Jr. Street too, to be honest. I'm gonna go with that one. Sorry. I'm gonna go with this one just because it's because I know it and I like it, so I'm gonna go with it. No offense. As Mario Sports Superstars, that's not what I want. I want Mario Sports Mix. It's fun just to pick random games too. Okay, so anyway, let me do this. I'm gonna download both Boulevard and the faster version, just so I don't have to do the faster version. Uh, manually. So we're gonna go ahead and download that. We're gonna download this. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking. You know what? I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm actually going to do something else. I know you guys are probably going to get frustrated with me. But this is, again, it's just a do nothing stream. It's just for fun, right? So I'm actually going to do what I wanted to do like a long time ago. I'm actually going to change some stuff up. Okay, so what is this one again? This is the one I just deleted, isn't it? Yeah, because it won't let me delete it because it's in Brawlbox. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete these. Okay, so I'm actually gonna work on stuff like this is entertaining. Well, it's not gonna be anywhere near as professional as like other people do because I'm live streaming it, and it you know, and I flounder around a lot. It's nothing professional at all. Okay, but I want to do the desert one. I'm going to do the desert one first because I have the files that I want to show and I know that they work right. I am a floundering fish, or one might actually say struggle bus. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do the desert one first. And the desert one is 4 channels, okay? So this is how we got to do it. So I'm going to go ahead. I had this music as Bowser's Castle. But I'm going to change it to something else. So I no longer want that as Bowser's Castle. So we will get rid of this. Okay. And this music, in case you're wondering, I had this. This is from Sonic Adventure. Okay, so I really like that music. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and make this into a multi-track song now. So we're going to go ahead and close that. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and export this as a wave. So we want that as a wave. And here's the first file. And I'm going to go ahead and do it again for the second one. And just say this is the difference. So you can hear that there's a little bit more electric guitar going on there. What I originally had this is I had the first one playing as normal, and I used this as the final lap one. But now we're going to just change it into like a multi-channel track. I wanted to do this for the desert one before anyway. So we're going to go ahead and export this as well as a wave. Okay, so we're finally commencing with the lesson after all that time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and import the first over into Audacity. Make sure it sounds okay. It just sounds fine to me. Okay, so now what we're going to do, and this is going to be the interesting part, is we want to split the stereo track to mono, I believe. Yeah, okay. And then we also want to convert each one down into a 16-bit. But Wolfblade, isn't that going to make the song sound terrible? Not really, to be honest. You're probably not going to even know. And you can hear that it sounds a little distorty. If I turn it off to just one channel, it doesn't sound that distorty anymore. It just kind of sounds a little louder, as you can hear that. So, okay, so that's what you do for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of this one here. And they're both exactly the same because, you know, they're both mono and they're both flipping 16-bit. So they're both exactly the same. It's different if you had it like split into stereo tracks, where one would come out the left side, one would come out the right side. You don't have to do it because you're switching it to mono anyway. So it don't matter. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and export this, and we're going to export it as we'll call it 1. Okay, and this is kind of important for what we're doing next. So I'm going to go ahead and call it 1. So yeah, you only need the 1 track. Okay. So here's our 1, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another program called Multi-BSRTM Builder GUI tool. Okay. And here's the GUI tool. And the song that we're doing is for the desert, so that's going to be a 4-channel song, right? Okay, and everything is 32, this the way I want it to be. So that's good. And what I'm gonna do is here's the folder. You couldn't download that? Oh, the link was bad. Oh, yeah, I found this. It's the multi-BSRTM builder tool thing. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up where it says wave here, and you see how this is back when I was working with other things. This is actually specifically the Mario 3D World music, so we don't need this anymore. But you can see how the program is designed to look at specific file names. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and add that. I'm just going to copy or cut because I don't need it. And then I'm going to paste. Fine. Whatever. And then we're going to make a copy of this. And we're going to paste it. And then we're going to call this 2. So the first one is for the left side of the stereo. The second one is going to be for the right side of the stereo. Okay, so we're manually building these BSRTM files, right? So this is left side, this is right side. Now we want 2 more because it's a 4-channel song, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same thing for the other one that we have. And did I convert? Did I already convert that one? So maybe I didn't export it. So I'm going to export this. I did. It's somewhere. It's probably hiding. It is hiding. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to use Audacity to look at this. We're going to, oops, there we go. I don't think any of the retro tracks are. Because the only ones that are the Desert, Toad's Factory, Bowser Castle, Moonview Highway, Wario's Gold Mine, and Koopa Cape. So none of the retro tracks are. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to split this down to mono again. And we are going to convert this to 16-bit. And I think 32, I think you want it to be 32 as well. Basically, the reason why you want it to be 32 is because if you change it at all from its original value, you're never going to get the loop quite right. So that's why you kind of want it to be the same. And you don't ever want to convert it from here because then it's going to change your pitch and your tempo again. So what you do is when you are changing the hertz rate, just come down here to the project hertz rate, and then when you export it, it will export it correctly. So that's kind of an interesting thing that I discovered. So we got the mono track. You can hear it there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to export this. Export audio, and we're going to name it 2, or not 2, sorry, we're going to name it 3, and keep it 16. Obviously, that's why we converted it. So now we have 3, and we're going to use 3 for 3 and 4. So where'd my file go, or my folder? Here it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut, paste, and then we're going to make a copy of this, because again, you just need one for each side. If not, then it's going to sound really silly. 4. How come I'm trying to make this particular track multi-channel? I'm not. I mean, well, like, the Desert one is already 4-channel. So I want to replace it with the Egg Golem music from Sonic Adventure, because that's kind of deserty. This is kind of, and that's deserty. And this is already a multi, well, it's not really a multi, but we can make it into a multi-channel because it's got 2 different versions of the same song. And so it's going to be really easy to convert this to a multi. There's other ways you can do a single one, by compressing sounds and things and stuff and making it sound really cool. But this is just the easiest way of showing you guys how to do this. Okay, so like I said, we're in this the wave folder for the BSRTM builder. We named each one 1, 2, 3, 4. Odds are the left side, evens are the right side. Okay, so we're gonna come here, we're gonna open the program, which should already be open, right? Got too many windows open at this point. Okay, so here is this. We got the 4th channel selected. It's going to look at all the waves files that we put into the wave folder. Okay, so that's where it's going to read. We do want it to loop. And I don't think it matters which one we actually look at. So what we want to look at is the loop samples from Brawl Box, which one, whatever's loaded. And this is where why you want it to have the same sample rate. Like it started off at 32. That's why we want it to stay at 32 hertz, because we want our loop sample rate to stay the same. If we converted the hertz rate, the loops would be different. Oh, the file name confused me. Yeah, okay, so you'll see at the end, at the name, we will be naming it the Desert one later on. Okay, so we want to keep the same loop rate. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and for the loop start, we're going to go ahead and copy that. And we're going to paste that into where it says the loop start. And I'll bring this down a little bit. And then we want the number of samples. We're going to put that in the end loop. And again, they both should be relatively the same because they're the same length of a song and should loop at about the same point. And then we'll save it as just default for now. And we'll see if I did this correctly. If not, then I'll have to go into Notepad and change a couple things and remind myself how I did it. But and then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to build batch file. So click that. It's going to make a batch file and it's going to throw it right here into the folder. So you see where it says build.batch. A batch file will, in Windows, will open up your command prompt and it runs the program through your command prompt. Okay, it's just basically a set of instructions that your command prompt looks at and will execute. So let's go ahead, we'll run that. It popped up over on the other screen, but you can see that it brought up the command prompt and I did do it correctly. So I don't know if you caught there at the end, but there was like 4 lines where it was converting the music. And then it said process complete. It's been successful. Hit any key to continue. So that's going to close out. So now if we look at the out folder, we don't have to worry about these anymore. That's the ones that I was doing before. And now we have this default one because we said we were going to name it default. So we got default BSRTM. And that's our multi-channel thing. So it built from the 4 channels that we made. So let me go ahead and we're going to close this out of BrawlBox. And then we're going to move this over to BrawlBox and open it up there. Okay. And you can see already that we got 1 stream and 2 streams. And that's our 2 songs that we had. So let me go ahead and we'll play it. Sounds pretty good to me. Huh? Okay, so let's go down to the second stream and see what that sounds like. There's just a slight little bump. There's a slight little, like, volume change, but whatever. It sounds fine to me. It's good enough for what I want it for. So, you can hear the differences when I'm changing the stream. Multi-channel BSRTM is the most tedious process. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's you know, I'm just thankful that I have the knowledge and the ability to be able to do something like this. I think it's really cool. Tedious or not, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. And if I can share the knowledge that I taught myself, you know, with information on the internet and stuff, and I can show it to you guys, then by all means, you know, I'm happy to share. So anyway, we got this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to name it for the desert. You know, because desert is cool and all that. Dry Ruins. So we're going to name it this. And that's our first one. And it's not going to take it because it's up in a brawl box and go F off. Okay. So that's that. So now we need to come up with a final lap one. So we're gonna have to go back and do it again. So so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up the waves. We can go ahead. I'm gonna get rid of these two because actually, crap. No, I don't want to do that. Oops. I want to do this. And actually, I don't even need those either per se, but because we got all these backups and stuff here. I'm actually just gonna get rid of those. We don't need those. Yeah, you can just speed them up a little bit. So let me go ahead. Where's Audacity? Audacity, where'd you go? You're right there. Okay. I'm gonna close out of this. And Audacity opened up on the other screen, which makes 0 sense, but okay. Maybe it doesn't like how many things I have on my window. Okay, so we're gonna work with the first track. And this is this first one here. That didn't have the electric guitar. So, I don't know if I want to change the pitch on it. I mean, we could try. We'll change the speed and the pitch and see what we get. Let's try 25% and see what we get. Actually sounds really neat. It's fun speeding up and slowing down these songs. That sounds really cool actually, but maybe a little too fast. Let me see what it sounds like at I don't know, 15%. 15%. 25%. And I actually do not like that pitch. I do not like the pitch change, personally. So I'm going to just go ahead and change the tempo. 15's about what you normally do. 15 works. You just do it like 2%. Yeah, that'd be fine. 15% works, I think. That works for me. Okay, so now this is where the interesting part comes in. Since we're doing alterations and stuff, we need to figure out what the loop is going to be. So what I want to do is I'm going to export this. I'll just call it what am I call? I call it test for now. Actually, I'll call it loop because that's what I'm doing with it. Just so it's something different. Okay, so we got our loop. I don't want this open at the moment. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go into Brawl Box. We gotta open it up in Brawl Box, and we're gonna try to make a loop for it. Unable to recognize file. I get it. Okay, you want me to go in and manually do it. So we want new audio BRSTM loop. Doing loops is the worst. It can be very tough. It can be tough sometimes. See, I don't like that loop though. You figure out your loops on Audacity? No, it's, I mean, whatever you're more comfortable with. I just find them out on Brawlbox because I don't need to be extremely precise because this is for my own personal enjoyment, and as long as I like it, then fine. I'm the only person I'm trying to please. And then, I mean, obviously I want to please the streamer or the viewers as well, but, you know, I'm just being technical. Like, technically, it really doesn't matter too much. I mean, I want it done right, but if I'm off just a slight bit, then that's fine. Where do I normally loop this at, though? So that's just slightly off a bit. And, I mean, it can get really tedious, too, I guess. Yeah, because you can see, like, if you don't get a good loop, like, right now, it sounds kind of silly. I at least want it to be kind of right. You know, I'm going to move that over, and I'm going to try again. Hmm. Okay, that works for me. That loop's fine right there. I'm fine with that. I just gotta remember to loop the other one the same way. I extended them. See, that's fine and dandy if you do that, but that just creates really, really big files. Big file sizes in comparison. And I'm just like, eh, if I can keep things a little bit more compressed, then that's fine. You know, I rather have that. Okay, so we have our loop start. And we have our loop end. Smash custom music stuff is pretty quiet from what you tried. Really? Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this. And I'm going to do I deleted what I needed, didn't I? Yes, I did. I undo still. Fanfares? I mean, again, you can do it however you want to do it. It's fine. I do it this way. Any way works. Like, as long as your music's not cutting off, you're fine. I just realized that this is 16-bit. Okay, and then I'm going to export this. Again, we'll call this loop 2. Why is it 32 hertz? Because that's what it naturally was. And I'm just kind of keeping it all uniform because it's easier to find loops that way. If I start changing the hertz rate, then it changes the loop samples. Okay, so I got my loop in there, so that's fine. And actually, you know what? I don't even need to do that. I mean, the loop is there. This should match it because they were matching before, right? They're both 32. They were both matching. So by all means, if this is looped at a certain point, then this should be looping at the same certain point. Does that make sense? I hope that is what is going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get rid of these, and I'm going to go put loop, because loop is our first one, right? We're going to go ahead and put that in here. And I'm going to name it 1 because that's our first left channel. I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this, and we're going to paste it. That's going to be our right channel, and that's our first set. Okay. And now I'm going to cut loop 2, and I'm going to put in here. That's our second, with the electric guitar. And so we're going to make that 3 for our left channel, and then we're going to make a copy, paste, and then we're going to make it 4. And that, again, this is our second set. This is our first set, left, right. Okay. And we're just going to do the same thing. We already have it set to channel 4, or the 4th channel. We don't even technically need to build a batch file, because all the batch file, well, actually we do, sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and build the batch file, because we changed our loops, right? We changed our starting point and our end point for our loops. If everything was exactly the same, then we wouldn't have to change the batch file, but we have to change the batch file with all this new information, or that little bit of new information. So we built the batch file. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come down here to the build bat, run it. Again, you can't really see it because it's on the other screen. Quickly there, you see 4 files were there. And then it says it was successful, so hit the key. There's our default, that's our new one. It's going to have the same name as this. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do that, and we're going to put an F for the last lap, and that is how you do your multi-channels. And these should technically, by all means, work. Now, granted, I haven't tested them in the game. We're going to test them in the game here in a little bit, but that's technically how it should work. I'm really curious to see if it's looped right. And you see that here's the second stream with the electric guitar. This is the version without. There's just a slight little, like, they're not running exactly perfect alongside each other, but it's enough to work. So you can definitely tell, like, there's a little bit of volume change. This one's slightly off, but it's not enough for me to care. For me personally. If you want to get more precise, you can definitely get more precise by altering the music in Audacity. And you can see how the loop there kind of had a hiccup. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's good enough for what I'm going to use it for. It's definitely not perfect. And then you start adding in, like, all your Mario Kart sound effects, like shells and your motor and the voices and anything else. You probably won't even notice. Or, yeah, and that's another thing you could do. If you don't care about having different varieties of music, kind of like this one had, the first stream didn't have electric guitar, this one does. Same thing that I showed off with the 3D world underwater music. If you don't care about that variety, you don't have to do that. I just like to do it because it's cool. I just like that, you can do stuff like that. By all means, if you want everything to be consistent and have one set song, you can do it the way exactly that you're explaining it right there. Just take a song and just how, like, I'm copying it for each channel, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. take one song, turn it to mono, and add it for as many channels as that song has in it. And it'll play the one set song the entire time. And you could do it that way too. Like, if you guys played Mario Kart 8, and I'm just using this for example, if you play Mario Kart 8, Dolphin Shoals, like, there's certain areas in in that stage, like, if you're underwater or whatever, the music is different. As soon as you come out of the water, you start hearing some blaring saxophone, and it sounds amazing. It sounds super cool. And again, it's a multi-track BRSTM file like that, where it has the little alterations between the two streams running alongside each other. And Koopa Cape does the same thing. And so that's why I did that for the 3D World Underground, because I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool, you know? So depending on where you're on the track, it will play whichever stream of music that you have set. But again, if you don't care about those transitions, if you don't care about that particular thing, you can just make one track, copy that track for as many streams as you need, and then you're good. It won't do any. I mean, it will still technically, data wise, coding wise, it will still be doing those processes, but you won't hear any differences, and everybody will be happy. So. Oh, Hydro City. That's a good one. We could do that. We could do a Hydro City maybe or something. Or yeah, okay. So anyway, so that's how you do a multi-track. And I'll keep this like highlighted so I can show you, so people can reference it if they want. And I'm gonna go ahead and transfer these over. And it's probably going to yell at me, I'm sure, because Discord is like that. I guess not. Okay. And again, it keeps, if you don't like make the songs like 5 minutes long, it keeps the file sizes down. And so it makes it easier to transfer places too. Like, these are only a couple kilobytes a pop. Oh, you backed up all the originals, but not that one? Okay, so we have the desert one. Yes, I know it's open in Brawlbox. Okay, so what's another one that we should work on? I know there's a couple. Like, there's Maple Tree Way we can do, which that's an easy one. We said Wario. We were gonna work on Wario next. What's a cool Wario song? Let's do like a WarioWare song. Let's do. I also gotta do Coconut Mall, I guess, too. But let's do WarioWare. Let's do. I want to do the Smash Bros version. I think I like the Smash Bros version. So I want Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Which is ironically, exactly what this website is for. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Crusade, that was the one I was thinking of. We were talking about Smash Bros. Fan games the other day. And Smash Flash 2, if you haven't played it, play it. It's an amazing game. It's fantastic as far as fan games go. Smash Flash 2 is fan-flippin-tastic. Smash Bros. Crusade is very, very similar to Flash 2, but it has its own alterations because it was made by some other dude who I think like a lot of it like copy pasted, but you know, whatever. But I like Flash 2 better than Crusade a little bit. It both, you know, are good. Some of the characters have different move sets and stuff though in Crusade and stuff, and it I just like Flash 2 better, to be honest. But they're both fan games. So I want WarioWare. WarioWare Incorporated. Now, definitely check them out. They're legit Smash Bros. Games at this point. Like, they are built so finely that it feels like a normal Smash Brothers game. Like, it's not really that jank at all. It's really cool. And they have cool characters, too. Like, characters that Sakurai won't add to the actual Smash Brothers. Like, my girl Crystal, or my boy Bomberman. You know, who get the assistant treatment, man. They get demoted to assist trophy. Do they have online lag? There's a little bit of desync stuff, I guess. But I guess overall it's actually pretty good. So let me see. Is this the one I want? Good Flash game is Koopa's Revenge. I have no idea what that is. Come on. Website, please work with me. Yes, I understand. Come on. Website, why are you being a butt? So yeah, I want to use that one. And crap, anyway. I want to test the music. I'm gonna Newgrounds. I don't really do Newgrounds too much, honestly. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do this one. We'll play with this one for a little bit. So I want it for Mario Kart Wii. We'll download the BSRTM. I guess we're not going to do anything with Black City. I mean, I guess we could, but... So, okay, so we got WarioWare. So it's already looped. Should be good. Wario's Gold Mine is a 4-channel one. So we'll go ahead and we'll export this as a wave. I mean, I guess Newgrounds has some pretty cool things there, but I don't know. I don't do too much with it. Okay, so here's our WarioWare. wave file. And actually, you know what? I'll do this one exactly how I said the example that I showed without having any kind of alterations. We'll do it that way. How's that sound? Okay, so we want to come to Audacity. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. And this is the way that you guys were explaining it to me. So we'll go ahead, we'll add Wario to Audacity. So, you know, it works and all that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to split this to mono. And get rid of that. And we're going to convert this to a 16. We'll keep it at 32 because, again, we want to be able to find the loop rate, you know, easy. And I don't want to have to, like, track down a loop rate. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to export the audio. We'll call it 1. And just to show you guys, here is the 1. Keep dropping frames for some reason. Oh, probably when I'm trying to download these songs or something. Okay, so again, Wario is a 4. I wish I knew I could export to wave when I downloaded. Oh, can you download as a wave? Did I miss that? Or are you talking like in Brawlbox? Yeah, you can export things as a wave in Brawlbox. Okay, so we're gonna add. I'm gonna cut. I don't have a second copy. In Brawlbox. Okay, yeah. So we got 1. And again, this is a multi-channel thing that we could have altering music. We could do the alterations in music. But we won't. We won't do that. So we'll go ahead, we'll just make a copy. We'll paste 2, 3. Okay, so we have our 1. We'll make this into our right channel for 2, 3, 4. Okay. And they're all the same. None of them are different. Neither of them are different. It's all just the same song. Okay. And we'll just do the same exact way that we did. And again, in Wario's Gold Mine, when you go into the cave, like the music changes just slightly. It won't change when when we do this. It'll just all be consistent, the same. Okay, so we have WarioWare loaded into Brawlbox. So we want to get our sample rates, our loop rates. So we're going to copy that for the start, put that in to the start. The num samples into the endpoint. Did I not do that right? Copy. Paste. There we go. No, you can't drag BRSTMs into Audacity by default. There are certain add-ons that you can get for Audacity that allows you to do that file type. But if I was to do it right now, because I don't have those add-ons, it will it'll yell at me. Like I could show you here. So we'll close. And then, like, so I'm dragging this here, see? Add it to Audacity. Audacity did not recognize the type that you used. So it's a specific, like, add-on. You can get it. You can download it, but just, it's like, So So that's why I'm not doing it. It's easier to do it this way for me anyway. So, because the way I learned. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna build the batch file. And we are going to run the batch file, and here's your thing. 1, 2, 3, converted the 4th. It's done. And here's our default, which is now our WarioWare, because again, you can give it a different name if you want, but I just kept it at default. And we'll move this over. And here's our WarioWare. And again, as I switch, I keep switching between the two, it actually slows it down a little bit. It doesn't like when I'm constantly switching like that, but... And you can tell that it's exactly the same. Well, hey, if you're learning something and you're really enjoying yourself, you know what to do. Click that follow button so you can come back and hang out. I do a lot of Nintendo stuff. I do speed runs. Obviously, I do a lot of Mario Kart. And sometimes I just do a lot of like weird informational videos like this, I guess. Things that like if people like who want to alter, do alterations to their games, like Mario Kart Wii, or we've done Mario Party before. Sometimes I just take time and show you guys the knowledge that I found. Because believe me, it sucked trying to learn this and find the information online. It took me like weeks, months worth of research trying to find everything I needed to find, the proper ways and whatnot. So if I can present that information to you guys to make your guys' life easier, then there you go. Okay, so anyway, we got that. So we'll go ahead and we'll rename it for Wario. Wario's Gold Mine is bam. Yes, I know it's open in Brawl Box. I think that's the most annoying part. Try again. Okay, so now let's do... let's make a fast version. And we don't even have to use a fast version. I mean, you can use a completely different song if you want, for the final lap, if you wanted to. You can use an entirely different song. It's all up to you on what you enjoy and how you enjoy it. We'll go ahead, we'll add that. We'll just immediately split this out to mono. Get rid of one of these. We will format this to 16-bit, and you see 16-bit there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just for shiggle giggles, we'll do change speed, which will change the pitch and the speed and the tempo. Kind of like that tempo actually, and I like the pitch. Yeah, like again, if you like it at 15%, then by all means go with it. I mean, ultimately it's what you enjoy, right? And again, I mean, I can change some things later and whatnot, and make different. I can make different sound packs. Like if you want one that's a straight up Undertale, I can do one that would logically kind of be like Undertale. Um, if you wanted one that was like Bomberman, I could do that. If you wanted one that was like Diddy Kong Racing, I could do that. Sonic. Use Act 1 for lap 1 and 2, and Act 2 for lap 3. Exactly. Yeah, again. Yeah, perfect. Gotta head off, gotta wake up in 7 hours. Yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and learning, Steve. Well, I mean, sure. Obviously. Obviously. Okay, so I'm okay with this. I like that. That's fine. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just export this. And we'll just, I don't know, call it 1. Because we're not gonna... I do have to find the loop on it though, don't I? Yeah, I gotta find the loop, I think. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get rid of these. I'll load this up in the Brawl box. And then remember, I can't recognize WAV files, so what we want to do is go to New, Audio, BSRT Stream, or B whatever, and then we'll load up the WAV file. And you can do this, again, you can do this with any song. Like, you can even do, like, copyright songs, obviously. I don't, you know, you shouldn't do it by any means, but, technically you can. Oh. And now Audacity is playing the thing backwards. Oops. Okay. Anyway, why did it not take? Oh, because it's over here. Duh. Okay. There we go. I keep forgetting it opens the windows in weird places. Okay, so okay, that sounded kind of weird, but I think I might alter that a little bit. We'll try something else here. Actually, that might be exactly it. Right there. So, and again, this is the more tedious version. I mean, this is the more tedious way of doing this, but usually I can get these pretty good. No! Crap. Screwed it up. Yeah, I mean, again, it can be tedious. It can be tough. It's not easy. I didn't have the loop on. Come on. Work with it. Perfect. Okay, that sounded great. Okay, that worked. We finally got it lined up. Gonna hit OK. Okay. So now that we got our loop done, again, tedious part, we'll go ahead, we'll put the loop values in. And we will build a batch. And go ahead and open up the file, the WAV file for the multi-BRSTM file folder. We get rid of those. We'll put loop, we'll cut loop and then paste it into the folder, name it 1. The hardest thing is getting the loop right, honestly, I think. Then we'll make multiple copies. And then we'll name this one 2, this one 3, and this one 4. And again, it's not going to change, the music's not going to change as, you know, we go through the courses like it should. But that's okay. So we'll go ahead and run the batch file. And here's the command prompt, doing all the decoding things. All right. So it looked like it worked. Here's our default. Wasted hours on getting a loop. Sometimes. I mean, it's not easy. That's why I like going through Brawl, that Brawl custom music thing though, because the loops are already built in, so it's a lot nicer. But I mean, if you have to make a loop, then I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so here's our default. Let's run it in Brawlbox. There's that. You can see it has multiple streams. And I can slow it down. Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it. When you get that perfect loop, you feel so good. You feel so good getting that loop. It's like, hi, a professional video game music content creator. And it feels good once you get that loop. It's like, yeah, I got it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll name this for the final lap of Wario's Gold Mine. Yes, it's open in Brawlbox. I have done this every time so far. We'll close out of that, and that's renamed. Perfect. There is another alteration I want to make on the SD card. What do I have as Volcano? Volcano 1. Okay, so yeah, that is Volcano. So I want that to be... I want that one to be... Where's my list of names? So I want that to be this one here. The only thing that sucks about this laptop that I'm using right next to me as well, because again, the SD card reader thing, is the keyboard on it. Really sucks. So okay, one is the classic Bowser Castle ones. It's gonna cry at me, isn't it? Again, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just editing the actual like SD card. There we go. Uh, do I have a built-in one? What do you mean a built-in one? Oh, for the laptop? Yeah, it's a built-in keyboard. I just gotta replace it. I've taken it apart once, and I just too lazy to order a $15 keyboard and replace it. So I don't use the laptop too much anymore. I'm only using it because it has an SD card reader on it. Okay. I think I accidentally deleted something I didn't want to delete. Let me see what I got here. And I think it permanently deleted it off the SD card, which really kind of sucks. That means I gotta go back and redo it again. Oh, that really sucks. Oh well. Okay, so what is this desert one? That's the Shy Guy Desert, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that one's fine. I like that one. Um, well, shoot. Okay, well, I'll have to redo that there. Uh, yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, that's all I can do is redo it, huh? Nah, it's fine. No, my laptop has the SD card reader. My desktop that I'm using currently does not. And yeah, I got some, like I said, I have an SD card reader, like a really old one, like a stick, but it can't read the high capacity SD cards. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of a pain. Um, okay, so I want to do one for this one, I guess, because I don't think I have one on there. Not that I think it matters much, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'll close out of this. And it opened Audacity up on the other screen again. Stupid. Okay. And we'll go ahead and I'll transfer these over. Oh, that's where I'm losing my frames, is when I'm uploading them to Discord. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So now I gotta go back and I gotta fix what I already broke. So let me fix that real quick. So I want my Undertale music back. And yes, I am a huge Undertale fan. Speed ran the game a little bit here and there. So we'll download that. Again, this is easy stuff here to fix. And then we'll download that. And we'll put that there. We'll put this here. And this is actually really, really easy because they're already how I want them. I'm literally just renaming them. And I guess I'll use them as the Bowser 64 music. I could do the Bowser 64 music. I could do the volcano music. Okay, so and then we'll just move these over. I'm actually kind of getting tired of doing some music stuff. I kind of want to actually play. Flippin' serious. One is too big. That one? Is this one too big? No. Fine then. Hey, fire breathing Yoshi. So I'll just go ahead and I'll compress this one. Send it on over. How is that too big? Discord, are you drunk? Oh, I didn't actually compress it that much. Okay. How about 7-zip? I don't want to email anything. I just want to compress it. Just slightly too big. Just slight. Pain in the butt. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. It's all good. Okay, so I'm just going to download it over here straight onto the SD card. Because that's how I roll. And is that the normal one? Is that regular track? Yeah. Okay, so that's normal. Okay, so I need this one here. Download the BRSTM file. Wow, there is a significant speed change between wireless internet and wired internet. I am just throwing that out there. Okay, so it is named R underscore 64 underscore Koopa 32. And then underscore N. Perfect. Okay, so we have a bunch of tracks. I will worry about. Alright, we got a bunch of music. I will worry about doing more later. But let's just test out the ones that we got now. Because we added a couple new ones. Obviously, they're not all going to be done. But we got a good amount. We got it like 3 done or so. Yeah, 1, 2. Three. Got like 4. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Again, I know you guys can't see it. I'll add these to the SD card. So I already had a jungle one on there. That's nice. Why are you all of a sudden making noise, computer? I want to keep both. I want to keep both. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this and I'm going to add it to the SD card. And I want to see what I have for the jungle music. I had no idea I had jungle music on here. I guess I did. Okay. What do I have for jungle? Oh, I must have already added it before. Okay. So yeah, it's fine. Okay. So we got plenty of music now. Plenty. tons. So now, and then you can also go in and alter like voices and things for the characters. I feel like that's a little bit more involved than what I want to get. I might do it later, but you know. Let me just make sure that this is on there real quick. Sorry. I know it's probably looking kind of boring on the stream now because I'm not doing much, but I'm on the other computer here. If I had my SD card reader, you could see everything I'm doing. So I want CTGP, I want Mashdeef, and what do I have for... It's there. It's all there. So I guess we'll go with it. Guess we'll go with it and see what happens. We'll see if it actually takes. We will see if it actually takes. So yeah, I'm going to end the lesson there. So I hope you guys learned something new. So I'm going to X out of all these windows. Every last stinking one of these windows. Okay. Guess that's why they call it Windows. Hey. Okay. So now let's turn on the system. I can see that the Elgato is being a butt. It's like it can't make up its mind what resolution it wants to be in. Okay, why does it say no signal? There should definitely be a signal. Yeah, the little thing's on. Why is it giving me a hard time? There we go. And the Elgato still says no signal, so I gotta reset it again. Awesome. Okay, so now we got that. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the laptop because I don't want it anymore at the moment. Did you really have to install updates? Did you? Thanks, Windows. You suck. I'm actually gonna unplug that as well. I'm gonna move that over there. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's see what kind of music that we get. And this will probably need updating as well, I'm assuming. So if there are updates, just please be patient. One update needed. Okay. It wouldn't have actually let me start the game without the update anyway. Windows, this is why I did not want you to install updates. I really didn't. I really didn't. I just wanted to clean up my mess. And now here we are. Okay, so just to test out our music, I'm not going to do online at the moment. I'm just going to go in and test the music and make sure that our music worked. So, if you guys recall which ones we actually worked on.
Okie dokie. Wow, nice.
So we did Koopa Cape. We'll try Koopa Cape first. And we should hear Mario 3D World music. So you hear that it's like kind of soft still. So the music actually could have been turned up. And did you hear the transition? It's a little soft. And then I could have made different music for this also. Especially because of all the roaring water, it's hard to hear everything. So I actually should have probably changed the order on this. Because I kind of I wanted it to change for when you went into the pipe. You amplified all yours by 6 to 8. I mean, yeah. And I will probably go back and redo that and do the same. So, how's the Amiga?
Oh yeah, Luigi! Let's go! Yeah!
Beautiful. So we did Gold Mine also. I didn't even know you had the Amiga, like, over there. I thought the Amiga was, like, with your dad. So yeah, it's a little soft still. Oh, you did an emulator? Gotcha.
Luigi time! Wow, nice!
So yeah, I'll have to turn up the music. It's so good. I don't think I actually ever played a game on the Amiga. Maybe I have. I'm not sure. So since this one was like by default, like an actual like thing, this one's pretty good. mean, I could always make it a little louder. And I'll do a lot more music creations later when I have an SD card reader. That way I don't have to keep booting out the old laptop. So this would be good for temporary. Seems like everything's working right. Maybe I'll make some like music packs and stuff, 'cause it's kind of fun to do.
Thank you.
I love that that's a new record, and I was just sitting there listening to music. Alright, so what's another one that we changed? Was it the Dry Ruins? Yeah, we changed the Dry Ruins. And this one should be correct. Even in like volume, it should be correct. But it's not. So yeah, that's gonna need changed a little bit. That's fine though. They're all a little too soft. And I kind of knew that was gonna happen going in, but it's fine. Nothing that a slight fix can't work with. Nothing that a slight fix can't, or a slight alteration can't fix. So, and I can work on that over the weekend. But I think I'm going to be done for now. I think I did what I set out to do. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll actually play some CTGP. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, if you thought this was informative, if you had fun tonight, if you liked this stream, be sure to click the follow button. That way you can come back and hang out with me and everybody else. And check out more of what I do. Anyway, guys, you have an awesome rest of the night. I will catch you guys tomorrow. And as always, this is Wolfblade, signing out.